Hola mi gente, my name is Psycho. We're here live at Psycho's Asylum. Today's show, we're going to be talking to you guys about all the events uh, and a breakdown of everything that is coming and has already been coming for a long period of time. Thank you everybody for joining me on Facebook and YouTube and Twitch and Twitter. Anyway, so you guys already know we've been doing this for a while, so I'm going to just get right to it. Here we go. Let's see. Alright, so we're going to start with first Operation Starburst. This is the closest op, like a full-scale, large-scale op that's closer to us in October 18th. This is going to be happening at Fort Hood, Texas at the Boaz Mount site, okay? This is hosted by Third Coast Airsoft. Again, it's October 18th to the 20th. Get your tickets here at the ticket link that they have on Facebook. Okay, and if you click here, it'll take you straight to the website, and then you can purchase your tickets through here. Okay, so if you're trying to look for the tickets and you're not on Facebook, it's okay. You can click on go to Google and put thirdcoastairsoft.com, and it'll just take you straight to their website, and then you can just do it from there. Alright, so the Boaz Mount facility, if you guys have not been there, it's definitely an op to want to go to, especially with Third Coast Airsoft actually hosting it there. They've really mastered the full-scale layout of the entire AO. So if you guys haven't been to a Third Coast Airsoft event, look, there's Psycho right here. Yeah, with that knife hand, he's like, yo, Dom, in this direction. So these guys, they love us, they support us, like we support them, we love them. So show them some love, guys. Get out there. I know there's a handful of players from AR-15 that's already bought their tickets. So if you haven't bought your tickets, definitely want to get them before it's too late. All right. Audio's cutting out. Oh, okay, cool. Thanks for the heads up. So I am watching you guys comments. So just let you know, hey, you gotta love live, right? So yeah, if you can't make it to Third Coast Airsofts, they do this once a year, guys. They are gonna be hosting other events throughout the year, and I think it's gonna be at Texas Paintball. That's their mini series. Just get on their Facebook page and give them a like and give them a follow, and then you guys can check out a lot of what Third Coast Airsoft has to offer. They do the tier 1s as well. Just a little add-on to everything else that is added to the op itself. All right, guys. So go ahead and show them some love. Tell them that AR-15 sent you, and yeah. And for the most part, they put a lot of their information on their discussion here. They put their warning order out. They put their schedule. I mean, you can't get any more detailed as far as like everything that they have to offer on a post, right? I mean, the breakdown is amazing. These guys really put a lot of work into it. So, the way we do it, guys, is you guys want to go ahead and show that love back by buying your tickets ahead of time, because that's how we make our money to pay for either the mount site, and these guys donate a certain portion of their earnings to the Marine Corps ball. So much love to them for showing that love to the Marines, and even if they don't, guys, the whole point is that's how we know how many players are going to show up, and then you plan accordingly. They bring more pyro, they bring more admin, whatever it is they need, they bring it to the event to make it even a better event. All right. So make sure you always buy your tickets ahead of time. Texas has a real bad history of buying tickets a la mera hora, at the very last minute. And you buy your tickets ahead of time, you're gonna go. A lot of people say, hey, you know what, I may not, I don't know, I gotta see what I'm doing that weekend. Well, if you buy your tickets, you already have your weekend planned, right? And I'll break down on another video on how to plan for an event. whether you're going to TCA or Overwatch or AMS or anything else at all, even AR-15 events. I'll do another video for that. All right. Um, so that's Third Coast Airsoft, right? Now, the next big national event coming up would be the Overwatch Tactics Conquest of Avalon 3. This is the third event that they hosted at the Renaissance Fair in Waxahachie, Texas, which is a little bit further up if you're coming from San Antonio or from the Valley. So shout out to all my friends in the Valley, including Laredo and everybody else down there. All right, Corpus. If you guys are going up, this is a little bit further past Fort Hood. So just keep that in mind. But don't sleep on these guys, man. They really put out a lot of like their props and everything are to the key of what you would call like a fantasy op. They got the battle axes it's hard to when you're there. It's hard to distinguish whether it's part of the actual AO or is actually part of the game. So it's really it's something that you guys definitely want to take a look at if you're interested in going to an event. These two events here are going to be by far your top tier ones. Again, we're going to be having a lot of our TCA friends join us, going up against Scar and the AR-15 family. They're going to be running on Merc side while we're going on Unit. In case you haven't watched that video, I definitely want you should go back on our YouTube videos and you can check that out. Okay. Yeah, so we do have a pretty big faction coming over. That's Unit for Overwatch Tactics, and you can tell that we go to a lot of their events as well. So we can vouch for Soto and his guys from Overwatch that they put on some amazing events as well. And here's their warning order to where it's still a schedule breakdown on how they break it up. Hey, there's Psycho again. See, I'm everywhere, man. You can't hide from me. All right, so these are the two big national events besides AMS, which is going to be Reindeer Games in December. I don't have any information on that other than their Facebook page. If you guys are going to that, I've already talked to all the people at AR-15 face to face on what they need to do in order for them to if they're planning on going to AMS. All right, guys. So I'm not gonna get too much into detail about that right now, but I am gonna go right into AR-15's War Games, which is coming up next weekend on September 29th. Okay. This one's a little bit different from your regular War Games. So let me just go to a commercial break. I'm going to go right through these comments. That way I don't miss anything. If you guys have any questions, I'm going to go ahead and read all that. And then I'll be able to get back to you guys. All right? So check out these BB commercial real quick, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, so that was your BB commercial. Elite Force, or if you're using Elite Force, make sure you're using BIOS for outdoors and non-BIOS for indoors. So for both of those events, we don't want to see next year, a pile of BBs still left over from the years before. So make sure that you use the proper BB, whether you're using Elite Force BIOS or you're using high-powered airsoft BIOS. Those are the preferred BBs because those are the ones that we use for outdoors, because they're a BB manufacturer, so that's all they focus on is their BBs. So when you have a BB manufacturer that focuses on the BBs and the BB weight and all that stuff, you know they're gonna be premium to pretty much all BBs. So definitely want to check them out. They have a big variety of BBs. We sell them, and if we can't get them through us, you can always get them at the events. That because they usually show up at these two events that I'm talking about. Not sure if they go to AMS yet. I'm pretty sure they're in with Lion Claws and stuff like that. But just keep in mind, guys, if you're going outdoors, get your bio BBs. If you're going indoors, you know, get your non-bios. If you're unsure, get with me and I'll let you know which ones you need to do for the event. All right, guys. So back to final rule. This is not final rule. I'm sorry. This is Genesis. This is the beginning of the story to the next final rule. Okay. So real quick breakdown so way nobody's lost for what's going on. They're like, oh, you know what? It's an event. I don't want to go. It's gonna be insane. Guys, it's still gonna be the same breakdown as far as your hours are gonna still be at 8. You get there at 8, and boots are on the ground by 9. Okay. Make sure you get there early so that way you guys can get your chrono, your registration, all that stuff checked in. And completely out of the way. Okay, it is a one-day event. Don't get it confused. It's not an op. It's not anything like that. It's just a special event, and it is still only $15. You don't have to go crazy and thinking that we're charging $45 and $100 or more for this event. It's just a small event. When I say small, I mean doesn't mean that that's how many people we're gonna get. It's just a smaller scale of what we used to do for AR-15 Milsim. Okay, so let me bring up the map here. Okay, so I will be live streaming for this event, and here are your phases. So in case you don't know how this is going to work, I'm going to give you guys a breakdown of the phases, and you guys can actually do this on your map. Okay, so you have your final phase, which we really don't touch on, and you got your parking, right? So if you don't know where to park, turn on your parking area. And usually I'll tell you guys exactly, like this is where you check in, and then we'll all go either as a group or as you're coming in, I'll tell you where to go. So obviously you're gonna want to park here, right, for this first phase. So if you guys see that this is actually a different area where we're starting, okay? Yes, it is Sunday. Just come after church. Just come after church, and then we'll get you rolled right in. All right, guys. So as the schedule goes, you will start here. Okay. So now with the third faction being rolled in, which is the SRF. If you guys followed our old AR-15 Milsim storylines, the SRF is back. This is a prequel to all the ops that we had did before. Okay, so this is a mini series that we're not going to be doing every war games, but we're trying to get you guys ready for any of the big events or anything like that. So want to make sure you guys get fed. You spoon feed as you go along. Okay, so this third faction. Okay, so you're gonna get a Fraggle mission, a mission, an objective for you to go capture. Although you're not gonna be walking into hey, here's a Fraggle. Let me grab it real quick and boom, I got it. Now I'm gonna go to the extraction point. Okay, you have 4 extraction points here on your Fraggle mission, and will tell you exactly which extraction point you need to go to. So therefore, if you have let's say you're extracting, this Gatorade bottle, for example. It's not going to be a Gatorade bottle. It'll be something else regarding to the storyline. But let's say you're going to extract this. Yeah, let's say you guys are going to extract this water bottle, right? So when you get the information, it'll tell you, okay, cool, go to extraction point. Extraction point Delta. Okay? And that's the vehicle that you'll be seeing at the extraction point. This is extraction point Alpha, extraction point Charlie, and extraction point Bravo. Obviously, I'm not going to make you extract all the way out here. It'll be somewhere within this vicinity. Okay? So if let's say you are the TAN team, right, and you guys are going to extract, you guys will be extracting over in this vicinity. Or if you're a green team, you guys are going to be extracting over in this one. So you won't be extracting at the exact same point. Why? Because what ends up happening, if you have one unit that's actually trying to extract this piece of item, what ends up happening is if you have one extraction zone, then it's just easy. I'll just let you do all the work. When you get there, boom, I'm going to shoot you, and then I'm going to extract it right there. Doesn't work like that. You guys are actually going to have to work your butt off to go to your extractions, your designated extraction point, and then you have to defend it for a successful 10 minutes before the helo gets there and extracts it for you. Okay? So these are your extraction point, your LZs, your hot zone, your either it's going to be a medevac or anything that you may need. You know, another troop movement coming in. Those are going to be your designated areas where, you know, you can either pick up ammo, you can pick up whatever it is that you're going to be using. All right, guys. So this is a retry. I don't want to say a tryout because we've already done this and it worked. As far as the extraction areas for our ops. But last time it was one extraction point for both teams, and we're not going to do that. So, going back to this, right? Let's say that you get to it. Just because you see it doesn't mean it's going to be easy to get. Now, the SRF, their sole job is to give you guys hell. So, you're not fighting one faction, you're fighting two factions. Whether you're green or tan, you'll be fighting two factions because the black team will be fighting against both factions, and their sole job is to make sure you cannot get to the objective, right? Because the objective is going to be worth 10,000 points, while you know your kill cards are, you know, when you scan a body after you shot them, those are 1,000 points, 1,500 points for medics, and then it's 2,000 for your actual flags. So keep that in mind, guys, when you guys are out there and you guys are still capturing the objectives. Okay, as far as not the objectives but the control points, because you're still fighting over the territory of Cerberus, right? It's a long story, guys. I'll break that down for you guys on a separate video, okay? But phase 2. Phase 2 will go down to Sector 5. So keep that in mind. And yes, you can still respawn at every single respawn point. If it's there, you can respawn it. Okay? So green team will respawn on the green zone. Yellow team will respawn in the yellow zone. Okay? And for those of you guys that don't know if we have the yellow tags or not, if we don't have them by then, which we should, because I'll probably go and get it here in a minute. Tell where we have yellow bands, okay? But the black faction will be able to respawn at any respawn point at any time. So just because you killed somebody doesn't mean that they're not gonna go back and respawn. You still have a 2-minute bleed out. Just because we want more action at real ops, you guys have a 5-minute bleed out. Here at War Games, it's a 2-minute bleed out, and you have to use ace bandages or tourniquets. Not real life tourniquets, airsoft tourniquets, milsim tourniquets, okay? TCA tourniquets, AMS tourniquets, Milsim West tourniquets, whatever it is that you guys use, you guys can use them here, okay? You don't have to buy AR-15 tourniquets or anything like that. You guys can use any of those ones there. You cannot put your hand on somebody and start counting to 10. That doesn't work, okay? So get that out of your heads. I haven't seen it. And you cannot self-medic. So everybody's a medic at War Games, so don't worry about that. As far as all this goes, guys, just go into different phases. Usually between the evolutions, I will break it down for you guys as far as, okay, guys, we're going to phase 2. So phase 1 and phase 2 are going to be activated, which means you're still fighting over this territory here. Okay? You're still fighting for both. And then I'll be like, all right, cool, you know what? Phase 5, which is phase 2. I'm sorry, sector 5. Let's say we're going to break that off, and then we're going to go straight into phase 3. Which then is in the opposite side of the field. Now you're fighting on 2 complete separate areas. Alright, so It's a long story. Maybe we'll get to it. Maybe we won't. I like the way this is set up because then we can either break it down to where it's like, you know what, we're just gonna go to phase 3 for the second evolution or the third evolution. So the way we design war games, guys, is so we can make it unpredictable. Okay. Yeah, airsoft tourniquets, they're about 12.50, I think, at the lowest cost, all the way up to like $25, depending on if you buy the brand names, right? Um, if you don't have them, uh, again, get with me, and I can point you in the right direction where you can buy them. Okay, you can either buy them online through TCA, through Overwatch, because Overwatch has their own set too. I think they have a white one that has a tab. Uh, I have mine here somewhere. But then TCA has the black one, so it's kind of more hidden as far as with your uniform. Kind of blends rather than sticking out. Either way, guys, guys can go either way. If you guys need the link to that, just message me and I can send it to you guys. All right, or put in the comments and then I'll be able to respond back to you guys with the links. All right. So the next event for after this is going to be Cycle Unleashed on October 4th, which is you guys can see it here, LOCKN, lock-in. I know my wife looked at it and she was like, "What's a CKN?" I was like, "It's a lock-in." How do you not see that? It's a lock-in. It's right there. It's a lock-in. It's kind of like, anyways. So the lock-in, it's going to happen from 9 p.m. to 7 a.m., which is an overnight event at the indoor field. So if you haven't been to a lock-in before at AR-15, this is definitely something you want to go to because Psycho is going to be in charge and Psycho is going to be running these games. So if you're really interested in the lore and the story and all that stuff, War Games Genesis, this Psycho Unleashed, and Zombie Overload, they're all connected. The storyline is going to be all connected. So if you want to, follow that trend, you want to follow the lore, you guys can go ahead and do that. And I'll probably touch on it just a little bit, or I'll let you guys either experience it, and then I'll go back on another different video and I'll break it down for you guys. So this here, the lock-in is going to be $30 for the overnight entry fee. There'll be a lot of dark games, so make sure you have your flashlight. We still have our daylight games, and the games are going to be a lot longer than what you usually expect for a game. So make sure you bring plenty of ammo. Make sure you bring plenty of tracers, because it's something that's going to be retrofitted into the lock-in. And we're also celebrating one of our players, Alejandro's birthday. He was actually upon his request that he wanted to do something cool. So we're going to go ahead and knock it out for him. But we're going to do it for everybody because we haven't done a lock-in in a very, very long time. So, and not only that, but I have a lot of indoor players that don't really play outdoors. And, we're always doing different events for war games. We're doing different events at Milsims and stuff. And some of these players they're not outdoor players. So they want, an indoor event. So we're giving them an indoor event, which is a lock-in, which is going to be a Friday night, in case you guys don't know. October 4th is a Friday. So it'll be a Friday night going into your Saturday morning. Okay? So check it out. Oh, and if you're wondering about the rentals, somebody questioned here. It's still going to be $25 for the overnight time. There's no extra cost to that. Okay? Now, Double D's Dom Day, right? So this is to celebrate Dom's birthday. We do a lot of celebrations for a lot of people at Area 15, whether it's Raptor, whether it's Superman, whether it's Alejandro, or anybody in general. You know what I mean? All you gotta do is ask. But what better less to celebrate than the face of Area 15, Dom. So you guys can go ahead and come on that Sunday, and we'll probably have some cupcakes, some chow down, and Dom will be actually playing. So he'll be fully kitted up, ready to fight anybody and anyone. I know he has a few challenges already brought up to him, and he's like, "Psycho, I need to start training so way, you know, I'm ready for this weekend." You guys don't be sleeping on Dom, man. That dude can put in some BBs down range. If you guys don't know, he's the one who taught me how to shoot fast, like really fast, as an airsoft gun. So, um, Dom's legit, man. He can put in he could put. I was gonna say he can put down some lead. He could do that too. If you guys don't know Dom's history, I think he's probably one of the best, fastest reloaders that I've ever seen. Uh, you know, in any platform. So if you want to see him, dump some rounds, and then he's not really comfortable with the indoors. He's more of an outdoor player, but he can still put a beating down. I know a lot of people question, "Oh, does Dom even play anymore?" It's like, you want to find out. You can find out this on October the. Let me double check on that date for you. October 6th, which is that Sunday. Okay. Oh, I do have two comments. I think he's probably one of the best, fastest reloaders that I. Oops. So, okay, so shout out to Jay Gonzalez. He was there this weekend with I keep wanting to call his team Trouble in Terrorist Town. Shout out to Jay and his TTT, his hashtag TTT. So he was there this weekend, throwing it down with Nick and with Leapers and the USS faction and uh, the I'm having a brain fart. The the Russians. Wow, super big brain fart. But anyways, they're gonna be going to AMS and to I think to the other events as well. Dang, what is their name? See, that's why I need to put y'all's patches up here so I can remember y'all's names. I got so many teams at AR-15 that it's insane. Uh, Dude, I cannot. I have it on the tip of my tongue, but I don't remember the name. You guys remember their names? Texas Partisans. That's it. See, thank you, man. Appreciate that. All right, so back to the event. Yeah. So they have a new leader. So Leapers is now the leader of the entire faction. That was news to me. So congrats to him. And speaking about Umbrella Corp, so this is War Games, October 26th. You guys don't understand how this is working out. This is on a Saturday, not a Sunday. So this will be. I've been talking to Dom because this is Dom's event. Okay, Dom did this event 3 years ago. It was called Zombie Overload. So our insurance company that insures AR-15 on all our events and stuff is an airsoft company. It's an airsoft insurance company. Okay, so technically we cannot use the word zombies because it's against the policies or something like that. I don't know how it works. So I changed it to Z Overload. The zombie part is right here, right, and it's crossed out, but it's still the second event to his Zombie Overload because they saw it on our website once and they pretty much gave us an ass chewing over it. So I had to modify the title a little bit, but you guys kind of get the hint, right? It's not zombies. It's not. It's like an infection. It's weird. Anyways, you can't fight corporate sometimes. October 26th, guys. This event, Dom wants to do it just like all our war games, where you start at 9, you end at 5. I want to go into the nights. So I need y'all's help to get online and just spam the fan page of AR-15 and say, hey, we want to go into the night, okay? So a lot of people say, oh, Psycho has a lot of power. He can pull whatever he wants. No, no, no. This is actually Dom's, Dom's, one of his events. You know, I really didn't plan this event, although I did promote it and I did make the picture and everything. I tried to like give him the full grasp of the actual event to where he can feel very prideful that this is my baby. I did it. Everybody had a good time, you know, and you know. Anyway, so he's got full reins over this event. Although I'm trying to push him to maybe we have a late start so that way we can go into the night portion. This is still a $15 event. And this is not a prequel to the ops that we did before, but this is actually a far sequel of everything that happened at the last op that we just did. So you're playing three different timelines. No, we're not. We're not. We're just what do you call it? Like a time skip. We're not going back to the future. We're not doing any of that crazy stuff. All we're doing is you're playing three different timelines. You're doing a prequel, you're doing the present time, and then you're doing the, you know, this is the course of the storyline, and this is the outcome of everything that happened. Okay, so again, Overload. This is the second coming. This is Dom's event. Dimensions. Don't get started on that, please, because you know I already got a few players on my team on Scar that are like, dude, once you get into like time traveling, I'm out. I'm not even gonna worry about. No, I'm out. We're not doing any of that. But Overload is gonna be an infected event, so definitely want to go to that. I'm gonna go. So I told Dom, you're running that whole thing by yourself, man. Or you know, I'll get Harvey to jump in there and help you, but or somebody else because I want to play this event. I missed the first one. I think I was at an op when the first one we did. They ended up crossing over for whatever reason. Um, but I ended up missing it completely, and I wanted 3 years, you know, coming, man. I definitely want to go to this one and actually play it. So, uh, right, going into the multiverse theory, yeah, I know, man. Whenever I write these stories, that's pretty much how I do it. I try to create a big universe to where I try to fit in all the pieces. Um, and I'm glad I'm starting to write again for our events because you know you get lost in the mix of you know just doing the normal stuff, right? So I love writing stories for you guys because to me it's fun. I like telling the story, and you know I'm telling the story of not a past war. We're not trying to relive a war. We're not trying to you know, do anything like that. What we're trying to do is just create a different universe where you know you're fighting for the land of Cerberus, or you know even the much bigger universe of Olympus. Right? We're doing the entire you know Greek mythology names for Cerberus. You know, Wrath of Athena, all that kind of stuff. So. Hey man, Zegas is playing with stars. You know, he's like Starburst, Shooting Star. You know, he likes stars. In case you guys don't know, you know, and Soto, he's like he has like an infatuation over like the Renaissance stuff. You know, as you can tell, you know, look at all his patches and stuff. You know, so we all have our niche, right? But hey man, thank you guys for showing up. Much love. Again, don't forget to spam the page. That way Dom can see that you guys really want to go into the night game. I actually have a few players that bought their nods for these events, so this is a great event for you to try to test them out. In case you didn't know, our sun is starting to sit at an earlier time, so you guys can go ahead and do the a later game, like darker games sooner. You know, once we hit the summertime, the sun sets at a later time during the day, so it's kind of hard for us to do late games. So I want to take full advantage of it. This is actually the first event that we'll be doing without a full moon. So if you ever been to any of our ops or anything like that, we always try to do our night games, our dark games around the full moon, because then you get that natural light from the moon, and it's pretty much like you don't need nods. But definitely want to come to this one because it's gonna be completely dark. All right, guys. Real quick, going through all these comments. Shout out to everybody that commented. I appreciate it, guys. Much love to everybody. Alejandro, he said Tracer Rounds. I got you. Jay, he's still on here. Appreciate it. Big shout out to you guys and y'all's teams. Alex, he has Lone Star Airsoft team. And Jay, you guys know him as Scorpio. He has the Triple T, the Triple T team. Man, I need to like get y'all's stuff so that way I can have a list of teams. Johnny Clashflow, thank you for jumping on. Crovey, man, you're always on my Discord, so that's cool. Appreciate you. Tronic Mighty, he says, hey, what's up? Tank, what's up, big dog? The other night I was playing with Jackal on Ghost Recon. Hey, Ghost Recon's coming out too. So I already bought, like, when it first launched. See, that's how you guys need to be for our ops. You know, whenever we put out an event, you guys need to buy tickets like ASAP, dude. It's a $60 game at your base price. And I didn't get no discount. I didn't get anything. I just went ahead and bought my game like the day it launched for Ghost Recon Breaking Point. So can we use flares? No, you can't use flares. Crazy. What's the point of running nods if you're gonna be using flares? And it's a fire hazard. Let me see. Sean Bishop Daily, thanks for jumping on it. Dude, you really put a lot out there. Shadow Ninja Airsoft. The list goes on and on and on. Dude, you guys really... I'm broke, man. I know, man. Use a flashlight at that point. Shoot. But flares don't last, and it's a burn hazard. You can burn yourself, your equipment, or the field. So definitely want to be careful with that. Okay? 210 TAC, thank you. Appreciate it. I keep forgetting. I'm sorry. Shout out to Scar. Greg, man, thank you for jumping on. Thanks, everybody. I don't want to take too much of your time. So if you guys just jumped on, go back and watch the video. You can fast forward to any of the key points of whatever op that you want to go to or event. All right, guys. So that's all I got for now. So from my family to yours, live the game. What button was it? I think it was this one.
And if you like that video, make sure to check out all our other ones by subscribing and getting the latest by hitting the notification bell.
Hey guys, don't forget you can earn an all-day admission simply by coming into play. Fill out this punch card. It's 1 punch per person per visit. Once it's completed, turn it in for an all-day admission.
Don't forget to check out all our other social media sites as far as Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch to get some of our latest live streams and latest content out there for you. So we hope to see you guys here. So from our family to yours, live the game.